In part one of the place value system, what we talked about was essentially how we got to this point to begin with. When did we start writing numbers using this place value system? And what we talked about was basically it was real hard way back in the day, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 years ago. Writing the way people wrote numbers was mainly with tally marks and other small pictures, basically. And that works until you need to write large numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's just tedious trying to write 100 tally marks. You should try it. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But so this is why we got to the place value system. Now, what is the place value system? Excuse me. The place value system is basically a way of writing numbers where every number represents another number. What does that mean? So, in this number, we got 517. We got 517. Let me erase all this other stuff. We got 517. What does this really mean, though? What is 5? We got 5 on the furthest to the left, and then we got 1 in between that, and then we got 7 at the end. What is that really saying? Is this 5 plus 1 plus 7? What is it 5 times 1 times 7? How do we know what value this is? That's the question. 517. What this is saying, the way that we read this is this 7 right here, right? This 7 is attached because of its position. This 7 means that we have 7 groups of 1 because of its position. The location of the number in the place value system, the location of the number has some relevance. You got to pay attention to that. Because so for this 7 is on the furthest to the right hand side, that's the ones place. And then after that, there's 1. This is not 1 like 1 tally mark. This is 1 group of 10. That's just 10. So right now we got 7 groups of 1. We got 1 group of 10. And what's this 5 right here? This 5 is 5 groups of 100. So that's the place value system in short. The location of the numbers tells you how many groups of 1, 10, 100, 1,000, and so forth. What we're going to talk about in part 2 are decimals. And to understand decimals, we're going to look at this place value grid right here. So again, place value, the rule is that every number stands for another number. Every number represents a group of either 1 or a group of 10 or 100. Let me erase this. Excuse me. Now, a good question to ask is, why is it groups of 10? Why did they increase by 10? Like, why is it each place you go to the left, why is it times 10? Excuse me. And the answer for that is really just because it was convenient. So for example, we could have, let's erase this real quick. We could have, this could be groups of 8. And this could be, this could be 16. We can put whatever numbers right there. So now 1 times 8, that's 8. And then 5 times 16, I don't feel like computing that. But that would be whatever this is. But see, now that's not the same as 517 because why? 517, that's 5 groups of 100 and 1 group of 10. That's a different, grouping. But so that's not a bad question. Why is it groups of 10? It doesn't have to be, but we just chose that because it's easy to count. But so now there are there are numbers that are smaller than 1. So of course we got the hundreds place, thousands place, tens place, and the ones place. But the place value system does not stop at the ones place. So let's keep going to the right and see how let's just see what's over there. You know what I'm saying? That might be the best thing to do right now. So if you look, as we go this way, we are multiplying each place, each section, each little square, we're multiplying by 10. This is the whole point of the video right here. For decimals, when you start to go to the right, we are now dividing every place by 10. So we're starting with 1 and we're dividing that by 10. The same as, 1 is the middle. 1 is the center of the place value system. As we go to the left, we multiply each place by 10. So 1 times 10 is 10. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 10 is 1,000, and so forth. Now, as we go in this direction, we're just going to divide everything by 10. So what does that look like? Let's just get those numbers in there. So we got 1 divided by 10. That's this first place. And then if we divide this by 10, that's going to be 1 over 100. And if we divide this here by 10, that's going to be 1 over 1,000. And so that is where decimals are born in the place value system.